Hi, I'm Matt from Sound Technology, and today we're looking at some landscape speakers from JBL. So you may have come across the Control 80 range from JBL before. That's a series of kind of on-ground outdoor loudspeakers, and the idea with those, they're omnidirectional, so they cover a large area, heavily weatherized for outdoor use. This is the same concept, but actually gives us a bit more directionality. So over here we've got the GSF range, and basically with these it's a 3-inch and a 6-inch outdoor speaker, but as you can see they're a directional box. So they've got built-in multi-tap transformers. This has got a 15-watt multi-tap transformer, and that's got a 30-watt transformer. Obviously you can run them low impedance as well. But yeah, the idea of these is you put them in a flower border, you know, they're kind of tucked away, and actually you can cover the audience area without spilling into other areas. So one of the things we come up against sometimes when we're designing projects is you want an outdoor system, but there might be residential buildings either side of it, and actually you want to keep the sound contained in that area. So these are a really good solution for that. One of the things I really like about them is that they actually come with 2 sets of brackets. So you've got your kind of traditional ground spikes. This is the one for the 3-inch, there's a bigger one for the 6. But they also come with an on-wall bracket. This is the one for the 6-inch box. So it means you can mount it on a fence post, you can mount it on a wall outside. And actually what's quite nice about that is that it just gives you that flexibility with the solution. So an example we've come up against is a kind of outside a cafe where traditionally you put something like a Control 23, and that's a really good solution for there. But, you know, to make it weatherized, to get up to IP55, you need to add the WeatherMax grills and you need to add the rear panel covers. These are IP66 out of the box with a captive cable, and actually the GSF 3 is similar price-wise to the Control 23 without the accessories. So the benefit is you can have a heavily weatherized box straight away without any of the accessories, and actually you mount that high level on a wall, and I think visually it's quite a nice shape, quite a nice look. Another point worth noting, so you've got the transformer on the back there, but actually there's a little screw here for a safety tether, so if you have got them on the wall you can tether them with that. And on the front there's a drainage hole. So a lot of our outdoor speakers like the AWCs actually have a requirement of a slight down tilt so they don't fill up with water basically, so the water can run off. With these, obviously they're designed to be sat in flower beds slightly aimed up, so they do have a drainage hole on the front there to allow for that. You can see they come in 2 colours, so we've got the green, which is pine green, I think the RAL is, and then we've got beige grey or sort of tan for this one. I've described it in demos as London skies before. It's, you know, that kind of high level. I think it works quite well. We've seen a couple of projects with sort of sandstone churches with these outside, and actually they really kind of blend in quite nicely. Obviously these are quite full range speakers. You know, GSF stands for ground state full range. You know, they go down to about 70, 75 hertz between them. But if you need to extend it further and you want a kind of proper full range sub-bass outdoor system, that's where you've got the GSB subs. So there's 2 of these. There's GSB 8 and there's a bigger GSB 12. And these actually go as low as 30 hertz for outdoor use. The idea with these is that you bury them in the ground. So whereas traditionally we've had these kind of on-ground ones, this unit you can actually bury basically up to about there. Driver's set underneath, fires up, and then the sound comes out from. So these are obviously omnidirectional, but does mean that if you're working around it, if you're doing kind of groundworks around the unit, people are less likely to actually knock it and damage the unit in the process. They've got a built-in dedicated 100-volt transformer that doesn't saturate in the sub-bass frequency, so it's designed specifically for these. Again, that's multi-tap, and that's done in the cable, so once you've actually buried the enclosure, cables run out of the ground. If you need to change the settings, you don't need to dig it up again, you can just change the connections on the wiring. So you've got red and black for low impedance, and then the different tap settings on the other ones. Again, these come in the same colours, so the green and the beige. So that's been the GSF and the GSB range from JBL. Thanks for watching.